The Baltic Sea island of Usedom boasts 40 kilometers of fine sandy beaches. Holidaymakers often return here, and the weather seldom disappoints.
Usedom has the most hours of sunshine in Germany, with more than 1,900 hours a year, so sunny weather is almost guaranteed.
The island's seaside architecture is unrivaled. 19th century villas, many from the time of German Emperor Wilhelm II. The three resorts of Albeck, Heringsdorf and Bansin are called the Imperial Spas. Nowadays, the villas have often been converted into attractive vacation flats or luxury hotels, like the romantic Albecker Hof.
Here we have a modernization that beautifully combines reviving the Wilhelminian era while providing the most modern luxury imaginable.
Brigitte Will shows visitors the sights from a horse-drawn carriage.
We offer very individual tours, tailored to customers' wishes, about the place and its people, on architecture and the history of the resorts. Wealthy Berliners, bankers and industrialists had villas built as summer residences for July and August.
In the high season, it can get crowded on the beaches, but you can always retreat into a canopied wicker beach chair. They were invented here on the Baltic. The oldest factory, dating from 1925, is the Korbwerk Company in Heringsdorf. 40 employees produce 4,000 beach chairs annually by hand for the Baltic and North Sea coasts. Arno Wangemann offers tours over Usedom in a biplane. It's not until you get a bird's eye view that you can really appreciate the length of the beaches, as well as the island's meadows, woods, and inland waters. The River Pena flows into the Baltic near the island. You can take a boat almost 100 kilometers inland. Because of the unspoiled nature lining the river, it's been called the Amazon of the North. At some point, you reach this park-like garden. It belongs to Gutshaus Stolpe, an 18th century manor house that's been lovingly restored. It's now a 5-star hotel. Elegant drawing rooms, bedrooms, and suites in a country house style. And a renowned gourmet restaurant, an attraction in its own right, thanks to the imaginative creations of Michelin-starred chef André Munch. A mere 2 hours' drive to the northwest is the spit of land known as Fischland das Zingst. 500 years ago, there were still 3 islands, but the accumulation of sand turned them into a single peninsula. There are 4 more fishing villages with their typical thatched roofs. Some are brand new, others are the traditional homes of seafarers and their families. There's even a mariner's church. Inside, it's shaped like an upside-down hull of a ship. The resort of Ahrenshoop is also an artistic center. For more than 100 years, it's been attracting painters, both professional and amateur. A gallery founded by artists still exists today. Right now, it's exhibiting pictures by Elisabeth van Eycken. In the late 19th century, she was one of the founders of an artists' colony that devoted itself to landscape painting. Rainer Dörner is one of the painters who live and work here today. He never seems to run out of motifs.
First, the landscape on this peninsula, Fischland and Dars, is fantastic. And secondly, the light here is wonderful for painting. I hope it stays that way and that it doesn't get too built up, so it remains idyllic for holidaymakers as well.
There's no danger of that happening in the northwestern part of the peninsula. This forested area has been a protective nature reserve for 20 years. In the autumn, cranes and other migrating birds stop here, a natural phenomenon just as moving as the sunsets in one of Germany's most beautiful coastal regions.